incredibly rare books containing Native American portraits, the originals lost to history.
This is a 3-volume set of the history of the Indian tribes of North America, which was a book that was commissioned by Thomas McKenney, who was part of the Office of Indian Affairs. He wanted to document Native American cultures and likenesses of prominent Native American leaders. So he commissioned a series of portraits through an artist named Charles Bird King and several other artists to paint Native Americans who had come to Washington, D.C. to negotiate with the federal government. And he wanted to turn these paintings into a book to get these pictures more broadly disseminated. So he created lithographs of the paintings, and he commissioned James Hall to write biographies of all of these different Native American leaders. These books are extremely rare and valuable because the paintings were stored at the Smithsonian. So if you've ever been to the Smithsonian Museum, you've seen the big castle building. The castle actually suffered a tragic fire in 1865, and the fire ended up destroying almost all of the original paintings of these Native Americans. So these books are the only surviving likenesses of these people. Because of the expense of the project, there were not that many copies eventually created. The state government of Kentucky was one of the original subscribers to the project. So in the back of the book, there is a list of every single person who kind of paid money into the project to create these books. In 1837, actually by an act of the legislature, we decided that we were going to buy into this project and acquire these books to be part of the state library. We have reason to believe these are probably the same copies that were purchased in 1837 and then added to as the project was completed. Each of these portraits are of real people who were painted from life in many cases. So you can see really clearly very vibrant colors of the different kinds of headdresses and hairstyles, clothing, accessories, things that really defined each of these cultures and the way that they express themselves and the way that they differ from each other. And because these were lithographs, they're extremely crisp, and our edition of the book is in extremely good condition. So you can really see the way that these people might have looked in life through the quality of these portraits. So one of the goals of the 250th is to tell diverse stories about all sorts of people who call America home, especially Native American stories. So Kentucky has had a long and storied history with its Native peoples, but we want to add vibrancy and color and nuance to those stories. And these books, through their paintings, through these beautiful depictions of all the various cultures, even if they never called Kentucky home, they still play into this story of Kentucky and its relationship to the Native peoples who lived here.
For more information, visit us online at history.ky.gov. From the Kentucky History Center and Museums in downtown Frankfort, I'm Doug High.